Hello, today I'll be talking about my top 5 films of 2021 so far. There are, of course, many films to choose from, and I also haven't seen every film in 2021, so there might be a film out there that I haven't seen that would maybe end up in this list later on, but again, as of now, this is my current top 5, so this is in no particular order or anything, but the first film I want to talk about is The Suicide Squad. I really enjoyed this one. After seeing it, I knew this was going to be a film that would end up being one of my favorites of the year, and yeah, it's got it all. It's got the action, it's got the blood, it's got the humor, and it's definitely got the swearing. And yeah, and I also cared about the characters too. There was actually character development in this one. Definitely better than the 2016 one, if I got the year right. But yeah, it also did enough to keep me invested through the whole 2 hours. I don't recall certain moments where I was bored, so that's definitely a good sign. But yeah, overall, definitely a fun ride of a film. But next film I want to talk about is Nobody. So if you're into films like John Wick, then you'll probably enjoy this one. Bob Odenkirk plays the main character, and wow, yeah, this was a film that I enjoyed more than I expected. I really enjoyed this one. If you're into action, if you're into blood, then you'll definitely enjoy this film. But next movie I want to talk about is Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yeah, this was pretty good. Definitely better than the original. Duh. I think it was definitely happy that Zack Snyder got his cut out to the public, out to the world. And yeah, if I remember correctly, it's around 3 hours. It's in multiple parts, and overall, yeah, again, definitely enjoyed it, and the story was better, and there isn't an over-reliance on humor, which I definitely appreciate. But yeah, this film was definitely gonna have to be on my list for sure, because again, definitely pretty good, I'd say, and definitely, again, better than the original. But the next film I want to talk about is Fear Street Part 1, 1994. If you're into those late 90s slasher films, you know, films like Scream or I Know What You Did Last Summer, then you'll probably enjoy this film. You do have a younger cast, and yeah, overall pretty enjoyable. There are 2 sequels, and I like those sequels too, but out of the trilogy, all the films in the trilogy, the first one's probably my favorite. But yeah, overall pretty enjoyable, especially if you're into slasher films. So definitely a movie I'd recommend if you're into horror or late 90s, early 2000s era of horror or slasher. But finally, the last film I want to talk about here, Wrath of Man. If I remember correctly, it was directed by Guy Ritchie, which I thought was pretty cool. Working again with Jason Statham, and you know, this could have been just a standard run-of-the-mill action film that doesn't offer much new to the table, but at least the movie is still entertaining. But I mean, I was invested in the story, and this is one of the better Jason Statham films that I've seen, at least recently. And yeah, I thought he was pretty good in it, and it was interesting to see how things came to be, or how they would go later on in the film. And yeah, it was overall a pretty enjoyable film, but at the same time has an interesting enough story to make you not feel bored or uninterested in what's going on. So yeah, definitely a film I was pleasantly surprised with for sure, and definitely had to make this list, and because yeah, overall it was pretty good. But yeah, that's my top 5. Let me know your thoughts on my top 5. Let me know your top 5 so far of the year, and all the good stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please comments and like, subscribe. Have a nice day, and take care.